for.
This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian, and with me, as always, is...
I'm Mark.
And we are Talking Shit, and we are part of the Deluxe Edition Network. And on the network, Mark, there's 2 podcasts of the month. Who are those guys?
The hell if I know. I mean, that's not their names. Horsing Around and the Real Drunks podcast.
Guys, get over and check out the Real Drunks podcast, Horsing Around podcast, your favorite, us here at Talking Shit. And Mark, we have a very special guest. It is Ron from another podcast on the network, and that is Barrel Age Flicks. Is that right?
Yeah, last month's podcast of the month.
Bring them on. Let's talk some shit with them. Ron, what's happening?
What is up, guys?
Well, we're here doing our thing, you know.
Yeah, no, this is great. Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Wish we could have got the full cast. That's okay.
When it comes to Tuesdays, it's kind of hard to get everybody here because everybody's, we all record here in my house. So I wish we could, but
we'll have to try. We'll have to try to figure out something else, and go to them next time. Either which way.
Yeah, we can do that.
Totally fine. As long as you're good with like an 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kind of thing, and you're not doing something on a Saturday. Listen, I get like one day off. One day off a week, man. That's it.
Yeah, I got weekends off. That's all I got. Saturdays and Sundays off. So
hey, dude, you're gonna have to have you're gonna have to do one on a Saturday. I mean, come in July. We have a Tom Matthews going to be on the show.
Oh, nice.
So yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that
one, Ron. That one's going to be a good episode, I believe. I think
yes.
Mark's got such a hard on for horror.
Oh
yeah, that and wrestling.
Horror and wrestling are one of the yes, especially 80s horror. You gotta love 80s horror. 80s horror.
Yes.
When it comes to this shit that comes out nowadays, it doesn't even compare what the 80s was. The fucking special effects are better in the 80s. All the practical effects, the CGI that's nowadays just ruins it, especially like 2011, The Thing ruined it by the CGI.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I actually like from the 90s and above is probably Scream. That's about the only one that I could actually say is better than.
Guys are really pissing me off because they keep, let's just remake the last Scream and we'll just do it a little bit better.
Well, it's the formula that works for them, and the next one's supposed to be a lot different. They said, but we'll see.
I haven't even seen the 5th and 6th one yet, or whatever the ones that came out, because I kind of gave up after the 3rd one. I like the first.
Just stay with that, and you're good to go. I mean, if you're not.
Well, no, hold on, wait. I'll give you most of that. 3rd one was really shitty, but the 5th and the 6th one's is really good. I'll admit that one. That is really good, and it's worth watching.
I've heard a lot of people say it. I just, I don't know.
It's like going into the, have you watched the Chucky series?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the series?
Yeah, the series.
No,
the TV show.
I've wanted to. It's just with my show and everything, I never have time to watch shows like I used to because we're always watching our
Peacock.
Movie. It's on Peacock?
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I never watched the Dead series all the way through.
Yeah, I never watched that series at all.
I think they only did one season of Child's Play or Chucky or whatever, right?
There's 2.
No, I think
there's 2. There's 2, and then the 3rd one will be in October.
Yeah.
Okay, every year. So it's doing well.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very well. And oh my God, the effects in there, Chucky literally, it makes it sound weird, but they have the swear, they can swear in it, and it's on regular TV on USA. They swear in it, and the guts. Oh my God, it is so awesome.
So it's practical effects.
Yes, practical, very practical.
That makes me want to watch it more because practical effects is the way to go, in my opinion. CGI is just getting all over the place.
Yes.
And
I agree. I'm gonna have to watch it too.
I'm gonna do this because it's not too often that we actually see Casey on
like CGI. Fucking Casey. Ass. I do not like CGI as much. Only on a certain couple movies.
Well, listen, I was sick last week. I think Mark over here used CGI to try to CGI me into the thing.
Oh hell no! I had a better one. His name was Robert.
No, Robert did a really good job, and on the network.
He has a great. Oh my god, he's got a great podcast.
For those,
I don't know if
those that are
have
listening.
you listened to any of it? Have you had a chance to listen to his?
Which one? Robert
Broken
talking about the
Broken System.
Yes, I listened to one episode. Like I said, listening to all of our shows, I try and listen to all of our shows. It's very hard because there's so many of them, and we have a lot of YouTube shows too, and everything else. And then I have to edit my show, and I always listen to my episodes right after I'm done finishing to make sure they're good because I'm a perfectionist and everything else. So it's a lot of work to try and get I try to get one episode here and there every once in a while and stuff like that. But
yeah, that one is worth listening to. I've listened to all 3 of the episodes so far, and it keeps my mouth dropping even more, thinking how more can this incriminate the guy?
Yeah,
more and more, and it just
don't give it away,
surprises
Mark.
me.
Don't give it away.
Oh no, I'm not giving nothing away.
Well, I saw your episode in the feed with you interviewing him, so I was going to check that out. So I'll definitely check that out now after you telling me about that.
Yeah, it was once I heard about it and once I started listening to it. Oh my god, it's one of those ones that I can't wait to see what happens next, on how stupid the police are.
Yeah,
no, it's a great show. There's a lot of great shows on the network, guys. I mean, we all know this. I mean, we're all a part of that network. So I mean.
Casey started a great thing with the deluxe edition. I'm very proud of it and how it's grown, and we've gotten new podcasts, and we've lost a couple, but you know what? Whatever, they're gone. We have new ones, and we have a lot of great shows on this network, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. I'm happy that we're all like almost like a family, basically doing shows with each other, co-hosting and everything else. I think it's just fun. It's a great way.
Now just all we got to do is get Casey to agree to let what's that show we want on here, the retro
rental review.
Yeah.
A couple of guys that we've had on our show, Andy and those guys have the show, and they're doing a fantastic job over on YouTube. So if you get a chance to check that one out, that's Retro Rental Review. That they're really good, funny as hell. They're doing some. It's not CGI, but they're doing some really great editing because they don't live in the same area.
Yeah.
But they sometimes put themselves looking like they're in the same room.
Right.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. And plus watching them play the video games on the screen, it's funny. Listening to those two with each other, it's funny.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. That's the thing about it. You said it's all video with the video editing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they do a really great job.
Andy does a great editing on it, and once we get them, hopefully get them settled on the network, you guys won't be disappointed. They're also former wrestlers.
Oh, nice.
Indie wrestlers. And they're good. We're going to have them back on our show, plus a bunch of others in the middle of June, I think it is. We're going to have a game, and I believe was it his podcast that we're using as a sort of a platform for it, or was it a different one?
Mark, I'm not sure. We still need to get a game plan together on that.
Yeah, well, I liked our game plan on how we wanted to do it, but we just gotta test it out first.
Okay.
Well, Ron, we want to welcome you to Talking Shit, the Talking Shit Show. It is a shit show over here. Thank you for joining us.
I love how your name is Shit Talker.
I'm the number one shit talker. But listen, tell us about your show. Tell us about Barrel Age Flicks. Tell us about how you came up with the name and everything and the concept.
So one Christmas, we had a Christmas party at my place, and we were all just like hanging out in my basement. I do a lot of parties down here. I do Halloween parties and stuff like that. But around Christmas, we were all just having a big talk about Star Wars, of all things. We were talking about Revenge of the Sith and the original Star Wars, and how me and Stu were having an argument about how he doesn't believe those are real Star Wars movies. And then it just turned into a big, giant argument conversation to the point it's like, I don't remember who said it. I don't know if it was Tyler. I don't know if it was me, because Tyler is one of our old hosts of our show. and basically said, we should just record this. We should make a podcast. So I just went ahead and said, you know what? I was going to get a PS5. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to buy a fucking soundboard. So I bought a soundboard, started buying the mics, started buying all the gear, learning everything, got everything hooked up. And I remember we recorded our first show, me, Lenny, Stu, and Tyler. And Lenny and Tyler are no longer in the show, but it was Aliens that we did. We did the first, which was my pick. And basically we got to the point where we pick a drink that goes with the movie to review in the beginning. Like it has to somehow relate to that movie. For the Alien show, that drink didn't relate because we didn't get to that yet. It was the second show that we started doing that. And we review it. We do like our Siskel and Ebert 2 thumbs up on the drink if we liked it or if we didn't like it or something like that. And then we just dissect the movie and talk about it and just have a great time and shoot the shit. And that episode ended up being almost 4.5 hours long. And it took me about 2 hours to edit it down to like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. And then I released an extended cut about a year later. But yeah, that's how it came to be. And it's just a bunch of us guys, just, you know, friends, knowing each other, hanging out and talking about the things that we love, movies, and getting drunk, of course. And we've gotten drunk many times. We've already had many puking times on the show. I've puked many times. Ragnar brought a drink over for one of our Star Wars prequels. I'm sure you guys have heard of Durin fruit.
One more time.
Durin fruit.
I have heard of that.
It literally smells like human shit.
Oh,
It literally, it's horrible. I remember he opened that jar and the whole room smelled. Everybody was almost puking. I smelled the shot glass and I almost puked. It was that bad.
Flush it down the toilet.
No, we all drank it because that's part of the show. We got to drink it. So, and
oh my God.
And we just started coming up with whole punishment shots. Like we don't go by our real names, so we have aliases for our names. So if we bleep our names out, but if you said your real name, that's a punishment shot right there. And then Stu, about maybe a year and a half down the road, we became the whole wheel of punishment.
Love it. I love the wheel of punishment.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on there, like drink a shot of Everclear. Crystal, who's from Barrel Aged Chicks, she likes to come up with some great concoctions that will kill you. Like she hates me. She always likes to give me watermelon and all kinds of crazy stuff. But there's one like Crystal Picks, BAC Picks, where Barrel Aged Chicks, because they're always here as the peanut gallery watching us do our show, just like we watch them do their show because they do their show here too, Barrel Aged Chicks. So those are the wives of all the guys here, basically.
That's really cool.
We just have a great time just talking about movies, just talking about the every guy has a movie and they pick one and they are their hosts, so they do all the notes and stuff like that, and we do a review at the end of the movie. But everybody always does 5 stars and stuff like that. We do 5 pints of beer, so I give it like 2 pints or 3 pints. But we have 2 reviews. We have critical and we have enjoyment. So sometimes your enjoyment can be, I give this movie a 5, but the critical, man, that movie was horribly made, so it's a 3 or something like that. So it gives you a wider perspective on the movie and stuff like that. So I think we came up with that when we did 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams, which is one of our older episodes.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
What? I don't think I'm a fan of that movie.
Stu gave that a 5 out of 5.
I don't. What is wrong with him?
It's a good movie. It is a good movie.
It is a good movie. It's just, it was the wrong choice to put in that because you're not used to seeing him in a serious role like that.
I think Robin Williams pulled it off really well.
He did. He did. I agree with you. But it's one of those ones that, you think of Robin Williams, what do you think of? You think of
comedy. More comedy than anything, right?
You don't really see him in that. But
because when he played the doctor.
Oh, yeah, that was Smile.
You know what I'm talking about. He was a doctor.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams, exactly. Yeah. And that was a comical but serious role.
Yeah, it was like a dramedy or something like that. I think it's called.
Dramedy, there you go. Yeah.
But he's also done some really crazy ones like Death to Smoochie or Insomnia, with Al Pacino, where he plays the serial killer in that one.
I remember that one.
I think
Insomnia made me go to sleep, though.
It's about sleep. But I think he's got a wide range. I think Robin Williams has a really good wide range. But
yes, he did. He was a great actor all the way around. Good person all the way around too.
No, yeah.
But,
it was a shame that he died so quick, so soon. So it's sad. I mean, we've lost a lot of great actors lately.
Where are you guys from, Ron? Where is Barrel Age Flicks? Where did it originate? I know you were in a basement in somewhere. Where are you at? I'm just kidding, by the way. I know you're not in a basement.
Oh no, I am in my basement actually. This is my
really?
Yeah, this is I got a bar down here. I used to have a pool table down here, but I got rid of it. I got arcade machines down here. I got my fucking table here. Let's see if I can show it to you here. That's the table that we all work around.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's we live at all Virginia. The only person that doesn't live around in this area is Goot. He was a fan of our show, and he became a member of the show to the point where he was a guest every now and then, to the point now where he's on every episode, and a great addition to our show. I love Goot. He's been so great, and he streams from West Virginia, and then some Friday nights he comes over here because we do this every Friday night. We record every Friday night, and we record sometimes. There's nights where we record till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah, start at like 8 or 9, and until about 3 or 4 in the morning. We do like 1 or 2 episodes, and we also do our bonus tasting room, which is our Wednesday releases. It's like usually those are about 20-30 minutes. They're just mainly like ranking episodes and stuff like that. But we always have barrel aged chicks joining in with us, and everybody giving their whole, addition to the ranking and stuff. We always pick a new topic every week. So
perfect. Yeah, before we came on the show, you and I were talking about a beer that you guys had recently gotten from the boys over at, I believe it was the boys over at Real Drunk. Send it over to you. Is that right?
No. Bev's Video sent us a beer, actually.
Oh, Bev's. That's right.
Bev's Video sent us a beer. That one was an IPA, which I'm not a fan of IPAs, but that one actually, they knocked it out of the park with that one, and it was actually really good. I don't remember the brewery it was. I know it's on that tasting room episode, but that one was really damn good. They sent it all the way from California, and they were even worried it was going to be here late, but it actually got here even earlier. So we
Brian?
What was that?
Brian was worried that if he would have sent you something that it would have been late.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to tell you right before we started the show. I wanted to send you some stuff called Marker 48 Kool-Aid. It's a malt. It's a malt beer, a malt beverage, I should say. It is stupid good. You drink 2 of them, and it's 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. It's one of those kind of things.
Yeah. Is it like a fruity taste to it? Because
it's got a fruity taste to it. Yeah, it's got a fruity taste to it.
Is it got like a reddish color?
It's blue.
It's blue.
It's blue.
A blue beer?
Blue. It's Marker 48 Kool-Aid is what they call it. And it is stupid good.
Send it over here. We'll try it out. We'll review it on our show. Seriously, I'm actually the curiosity is hitting me strange here. A blue beer.
Well, I'm going to send you that one, and I think I'm going to send you some other Marker 48 stuff. It's called Red Right Return. It is it's a lager.
Okay.
It'll hit you a little bit different too. That's one that I'll send you 1 can, and you'll probably take shots of that because it's thick.
All right. Well, we've had some interesting beer. We had one beer that our show hasn't been released yet for Creature from the Black Lagoon, which Goot just hosted, because we are doing right now a series called the Black and White series, and he brought this beer, and literally when you poured it in the glass, it looked like a slushy. It was it was thick and weird. He was even upset with the way it was. It was a strange beer. I don't remember what it was, but it had like a grapefruit taste and stuff like that to it. But it looked like slush. It didn't even look like a beer. It was really strange. But we like I said, we've had so many fucking beers on this show. We've even had beers that taste like shit that taste like shit because we did it for nostalgia.
Yeah.
We did a show on the documentary, The Last Blockbuster. That was like our first year that we were recording. I think it was just me and Stu. And I believe that we got one of God damn, I forgot what it was, but it's the shit that you get at 7-Eleven that when you were trying to get alcohol and stuff like that, the cheap shit.
Oh, you talking about like Old English? You're talking about Colt 45.
Oh yeah.
Now we used to go into Winn Dixie. Winn Dixie over here used to have Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my god.
So I don't know.
Oh my god.
Do you know what Mad Dog is?
I know Mad Dog.
Oh boy.
But do you remember Red Dog?
Oh, dude, that was my favorite beer. It was from Michigan.
Oh, I could not stand it. I could not stand it when
it
I drank
was so good.
But they don't even sell it anymore. That's the thing.
No, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, no, listen, there were some beers that I used to drink back in the day that I wish would have disappeared back then. Like, I met my wife back when I worked at a bowling alley and I was in the military, right? I got a second job working at a bowling alley. She worked there as the caregiver for the kids at the little nursery.
Yeah.
They used to serve Ice House.
Oh,
they should have got rid of Ice House years ago.
Oh my god.
I used to drink that a lot.
I used to drink. See, the thing is, I don't care for Budweiser. I hate Budweiser. Fuck them. But I used to drink Bud Ice. I used to remember when that back in the day. Remember Bud Ice?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit, God. I mean, the thing is, I've gone through so many beers. Miller Lite. My beer of choice, no matter what, when it comes to like my everyday type of beer, is Guinness. I'm a Guinness guy. Love Guinness. I like the nice, thick, deep. That doesn't sound right.
Do you drink it like you're supposed to drink it, or do you drink it fresh out of the fridge?
Oh, I drink and put it in draft.
So, do you pull it out of the refrigerator, or you straight up off the shelf?
Drink it warm or cold?
Oh no, cold. But I always pour it in a glass. I always pour it in a draft glass.
No, a lot of my friends over here, they're like, no, that a Guinness is supposed to be warm. I'm like, no.
I read something about that, but I've never tried it. You know, someday I'm going to have to try it to see what it's like, because apparently that's, and plus it's supposed to be more of a redder color.
Right.
So here's the thing: one of my favorite shots in the world, Irish car bombs. It's with a warm Guinness, but I like it with, instead of regular whiskey, peanut butter whiskey. Okay, and then you drop that.
You talk about Screwball.
I'm good with Screwball. I can do that. I can do Blind Squirrel. I love it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's my wife's go-to drink. She doesn't drink beer. She doesn't drink anything other than peanut butter whiskey. We go out to a restaurant. She gets peanut butter whiskey on the rocks, and she tries all of the peanut butter whiskeys, and she tells me which one she likes. Screwball is her number one. That's her favorite.
Yeah.
Blind Squirrel, I think, is her second favorite.
I didn't even know there was I'd never even heard of Blind Squirrel.
Yeah.
See, Screwball was our first drink on our Alien show. That was our first drink on our first show.
It's good.
I'm not a fan. That became my first punishment shot. I don't like the sweetness of peanut butter taste.
You're not a sweet guy.
No, I like whiskey tasting like whiskey. I don't like flavored whiskey. To me that shit is. It's like, as Tyler would say, it's like blowing Mr. Peanut. God, fuck. Oh,
yeah, Mr. Peanut. Yeah,
Mr. Peanut. Yeah, that's what it was. I remember him even saying that on the show, and that's always hit in my mind. But no, I'm not for the sweet stuff. I like tart and sour, and I like whiskey and bourbons. Whiskey and bourbons are my thing. Jameson Black Barrel is like my ultimate favorite. That's my drink of choice right there. But fucking peanut butter whiskey is dog shit nasty. I don't like it.
I love it. I don't know why. I don't drink it all the time. When I do drink it, I'm like, yeah, put it on the rocks. Let's go.
It'd be good for a cocktail. It'd be good for like a peanut butter, peanut butter Reese's peanut butter cup cocktail or something like that. Where you chocolate and stuff like that. But I also like Jaeger bombs. I love Jaeger bombs.
See, I was a Jaeger bomb guy back in the day when I was younger. I'm not young anymore, so I'm good with Irish car bombs, and I'm good there, and that's it.
A lot of people say that about the Jaeger bombs, is that, I was a fan of it, but not so much, and plus I have so many bad memories of puking that shit up so many times. I don't anymore. But I love chugging that shit, man, and I chug it quick too. I fucking love those. And Irish car bomb, isn't that also Guinness and
it's
Irish cream.
Irish cream, yep, Guinness, Irish cream, and whiskey.
Yeah, I've had that.
You drop a shot of whiskey right in there, boom.
Yeah.
Kick it back.
That's good shit right there.
Yeah. Just be careful, dude, because I think we got a little restaurant over here called Margarita Grill. Mark, you know the place? Yeah. So they do these things called rum buckets.
Yeah.
Depending on who you either get a rum bucket or you just get a rum bucket. You know what I mean? So typically when we go, we get a rum bucket, and we'll drink 2 of those. Well, while we're drinking 2 of those and shooting the shit, we're taking shots of, taking Irish car bomb shots. Not too long ago, I want to say probably a year maybe, I was ready to drive home, and my wife was like, nah. I couldn't put my feet up in the truck to even get in the truck. I was like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't drive anything.
Right.
Damn. That was crazy.
See, that's the thing. When you say about driving, that's another reason why we do this show.
I would rather. Yeah.
Don't have to worry about going out. Well, the thing is, the guys have to drive home. But if it gets to the point where we know that somebody is not good to drive, they stay the night, or or they have a DD, basically somebody to drive them. But that's the nice thing, is just being all together. See, other podcasts, they just streaming from other houses and stuff like that. You can't have that, being around together. All that, because you're not there. Being around each other makes it so much better. So.
Yeah, it's different when you're around your friends, man. It's different when you're around your friends. Everybody wants to see if they can outdrink the other person, I think.
Oh, we have a show in the future coming up. Our 200th episode. So we're not there yet. It's probably going to be next year. It's called Highlander. We're going to be doing the movie Highlander. So the episode is going to be called Highlander. There can only be one. So we're going to be setting up the wheel where we're going to be taking a shot every 5 minutes during the show.
Oh.
And going throughout for hour, 2 hours, however long it goes, a shot every 5 minutes, either 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. To the point where you have to spin the wheel. Could be Everclear. She could have like 10 shots of Everclear that night. And whoever is the last one who doesn't puke or doesn't pass out is the winner of the show.
What do you win?
Respect. It's just bragging rights. That's basically all it is. Like I won the that and everything else. And we already, during shows throughout the year, we've been making bets to each other, saying, I think you're going to go first. You're going to go second. You're like everything. It chases our young buck in the show. He's the young guy. What we call him, the 13-year-old. Well, he's not 13, but we make fun of him for that, because a lot of the movie, he was born in a 1990s, like all of us were born in the 80s and stuff like that. Yeah. But he's lightweight as fuck. He'll take 1 or 2 shots and he's already fucking drunk. So we already know that he's out already. So
you guys are putting money on who's going to win, right? Like, you got side bets going on.
We could bet some money, but I have a bad reputation of making bets with Stu and always losing, to the point where I even made a bet with him. And I said I'd buy him a tattoo, and I lost, so I had to buy him a fucking tattoo.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you didn't say how much you would spend on a tattoo, did you? You just kind of, hey, I'll buy you a tattoo.
I said I think I said it had to be like under like $200 or something like that. So I think it was a like tattoo. I don't even remember what. You know what? I think it was his wife's name or something like that I bought him for him. But I lost clearly, so I took care of it. I bought him a tattoo. But there's other bets that me and him have made, and I always end up losing. So me and Stu's my brother-in-law, and I love him like a brother. He's my brother all the way. And he likes to bust my chops all the time, and it's good fun. Stu's a great guy in the show, and Ragnar and Chase, they somehow came into the show halfway through when we lost the other two. Mm-hmm. And Ragnar is fucking amazing. He's got a bar himself. He's great with making drinks and stuff like that. Chase is just he just talks. He just loves to talk. They're great additions to our show, and we just have so much fun.
Have you guys thought about taking your show like to a location, to a bar or something like that, and maybe like getting opinions from the crowd kind of thing? Or
the thing is, if our fan base was more local, we would do that. I've always wanted to make like a barrel aged Flicks beer. That would be amazing, because I know a lot of other podcasts that do that. Mm-hmm. Maybe down the road, but we just haven't gotten to that point yet. We're still working on our Patreon and still working. I mean, we're great on our downloads. We're doing really well. We have a huge fan base, but we're not there yet. It's going to be a while there.
We're going to need to get some tips on how to get a bigger fan base. Mark.
Well, I see your download. Your download numbers are pretty good.
Mark watches all that stuff.
Views. YouTube is views. So.
Yeah, the views are getting up there. It's just everything takes time for people to catch on to what you're doing. We're sitting at as of tonight 634 for subs on YouTube. We're almost 1,000 followers on TikTok. 400 and something on Instagram, and 200 and something on Facebook.
Like I said, it just takes time. The thing is, when we did this show, I said to myself, if I have 10 people that listen to the show, I'll be happy.
Dude, what I tell people all the time, I'm like, hey, listen, thanks for coming on the show. We've got our 2 viewers, mom and dad. They're both watching. So
That's awesome.
But
I think you guys are, like I said, you guys just started recently. Like you've only been doing this for like 3-4 months
since February.
2 or 3 months, right? Is that right, Mark?
Since February, so yeah.
We're trying to put a lot of. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if we should slow down or if we need to speed up. You know, it's really hard to say. My wife's like, "Hey, stop making everything an interview and just fucking talk to people."
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Talking. I mean, you just got to make sure you entertain people and just keep the show going, and no pauses and everything. Just keep it going and keep the flow going, and you're great. We've been doing this for almost. It's getting up to. I mean, we're on our 3rd season, so yeah, almost 3 years.
Yeah, that's really good.
And
Congratulations for that.
Oh, thank you. And the thing is, we made it to a reputation where we recorded like 3 shows in one Friday, to the point where now we're a month ahead on all of our shows. So I already have June shows already done, and we're doing August shows right now. Not August, July shows right now. Okay. So it's just the thing that we record our shows early, and that's how it's been working out. And we have a schedule. I have a whole schedule for the whole year. I even have paperwork that's got everybody's movie picks for next year already started.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah, I plan ahead. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I enjoy doing it. It's just something it's therapy for me. It's a hobby, and I just love that the guys are a part of my show. Like I'm really appreciate them. I appreciate Ragnar, Stu, Goot, and Chase for them being on my show. I appreciate Barrel Aged Chicks, which they are a great show that just started up, and they're doing fucking amazing. Their FMKs. Fuck, Marry, Kill episodes are hilarious.
Yeah.
But seriously,
the Disney one had me fucking hit. I was like, "Come on, are you kidding me right now?"
Fucking Disney. God, yeah, I had a fucking prince. Yeah, no, I'm not. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No, well, they said no. You pick the princesses. Now you got to pick the princes too. So
yeah. We did our own little version of that too. We did a mock version of that on ours. You'll have to listen to that one. I think it's only like a 15-minute episode, but we kind of did. Well, we're taking over FMK and everything else, but they have this thing called FMK Roulette, which is hilarious, where they fill up a jar right here with all the names that you just put random names of actors, actresses, characters, and everything else. So you have to pick 3 out of that jar, and you have to pick a fuck, marry, or kill for those 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's been some bad ones. There's been some good ones. It gets interesting. So definitely just plugging their show, Barrel Aged Chicks. You have to check them out. They're a great show.
Absolutely.
They're basically like our sister show to us, because we are. They came off of us because they started about 2 years after us, and it's all the wives of the show, and they're doing a great job. They're doing their own little version of it, and instead of Siskel and Ebert 2 thumbs up, they do 2 middle fingers. So yeah, so it's really cool how they do their show.
And the Barrel Aged Chicks, they are also on our network.
Edition network, yeah.
That's right. So yeah, absolutely, guys. If you are watching this right now and you want to get into some new podcasts, once again, you have Barrel Aged Flicks, you got Barrel Aged Chicks. Hell, there's Horsing Around. There's just so many to name on the network right now. So
yeah, and it's constantly growing.
And let me ask you, how did you come up with the name?
Barrel Aged Flicks, that was a hard thing. I remember when we were just kind of, we were in a group chat and we were just texting. Tyler actually came up with the Barrel Aged, one of our old hosts of the show. And because we were trying to think of something that would have to do with movies and alcohol and, barrel aged. You got barrel aged beer, you got barrel aged bourbon and stuff like that. And you got Flicks, and it just came together, Barrel Aged Flicks. And I was like, that is perfect. And we stuck with it. And I'm very happy with that name. It works perfectly for what we do because it's alcohol and movies.
That's perfect. Yeah, it works absolutely great for you guys. So, I mean, you guys are doing great. I love listening to the show. I had to convince Mark to listen. He was like, "Oh my god, that shit's funny." I was like, "Dude, I don't know if you listened to Did you listen to the Shrek one yet, Mark?"
No, I have not.
That was a fan request too. See, that beer, we didn't buy the beer. That was a fan who sent us the beer.
That's great.
Yeah, we had one other fan send us over a $250 bottle of Japanese whiskey when we did the last Samurai show.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Silk. It was fucking beautiful. It was Yamazaki, I believe, Suntory Yamazaki, 12 years age. Oh, it was good. It was so fucking good. Yeah. But Shrek was fun. It was like a small little fan request that we did, and it came out really well. And we talked about the whole thing about Chris Farley being originally cast as Shrek, and I even had a whole little soundbite of Chris Farley playing Shrek.
Yep.
And I was very happy how that show went. And sometimes our fan requests get really fun. I mean, we have a couple more fan requests that we just finished one for Urban Legend. We already released that one, and we have 2 other ones that are recorded that we're going to release here soon. So
excellent. We can't wait to hear them.
Appreciate it.
So you guys play games on your show?
Oh yeah.
You want to play a game?
Sure.
Mark, you want to play a game?
Oh hell, why not?
All right. How about this, guys? How about
I'm not drinking nothing out of my fridge. Fuck
Mark, you don't have to drink anything. We're not going to make you drink. Ron and I will drink. We'll just go back and forth taking shots.
That's because you just want to drink anyway. So
whatever.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a shot from the Lord. Ugh, nasty shit.
Oh god, that shit's it doesn't sound great at all. You said bitters, and I'm out. Like I'm just.
That's the thing.
Oh,
that's the entry fee to be on our show. If somebody is here at the show and they get to go on, if they get to be on the mic, they have to take a shot and a video of the Malort. We've had some people that take like champs. We've had some people like almost fucking puked. I mean, it's that.
I'm gonna puke. I'm telling you right now. I unfortunately I won't be able to make it to the table. I'm gonna puke. It's gonna happen.
Well, try.
Here's what's great. When I throw up, though, I don't stop. Like I'll throw up. I'll be like, hey, I'll be right back. Go do my thing. Come back. Grab a beer. A little freshie. Wash that shit down. We're good.
Oh yeah.
Back at it.
Listen to the first 20 minutes. You don't even just listen to the full show. You go for the first 20 minutes of Star Wars prequels. It's one of the funniest shit ever. You'll see that Durin fruit drink where everybody is like, what the fuck am I drinking? Me and Chase both were puking at the same time in the trash can. I actually have a video of it. I haven't released it, and I need to release it. I'm probably going to put it on our TikTok or something like that. But
shit, I'm going to have to watch that one now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's funny. It's a fucking hilarious bit at the beginning of the show. So,
all right, guys. So let's do your 5 actors from a movie who should not have played that particular part. Maybe it's bad acting or whatever. So, Ron, you are our guest. I'll let you go first. Mark, you'll go second. I'll go third. I'll follow it up. Now, listen, boys, if somebody has something on their list that's on your list, you have to say, oh, shit, I have that person. Okay? At the very end, whoever has points, we're going to figure it out. We'll add it up. And
Brian
then
has to drink double for me.
We'll have to figure out a shot to close the show. Fair enough?
That works. I think there's only one on my list I think I'm worried about. The other ones I'm not really worried about, but I think one of them I'm curious.
Guys, I picked big names. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So,
well, this one's big, but the other ones are. Well, I don't know. We'll see. All
right.
I guess you want to go first.
You're first.
The first one is just I'm gonna shoot this because this is well known in movie history as being the worst casting choices in a superhero movie. George Clooney is Batman and Robin.
George Clooney. I don't have that one.
George Clooney.
So
Nope.
Tell us why, Ron. Just a little background if you want to.
For George Clooney and Batman and Robin,
He's just terrible.
It just did not work. I don't know if they were trying to make like an Adam West Batman remake or something like that. Like that's what they were trying to do, but he just doesn't look like Bruce Wayne. He doesn't sound like Bruce Wayne. The Batman was god awful. Mm-hmm. The movie's entertaining for how stupidly bad it is. That's the only thing.
Like, I think that was I did, with that, I'm to the same point where I agree with you. I think the script itself was shitty. It should never been made.
Yeah.
Now the George Clooney Batman's not the one that had the nipples, right? That was
it is the one that had the nipples.
Oh my god, that was
you're absolutely. And George Clooney both are the ones. Batman Forever and Batman Robin. Yeah. Nipples on the bat suit. And there was a reason why there was nipples on the bat suit, because Joe Schumacher, the director, wanted them to look like Greek statues. That was the whole reason why.
I remember reading that.
Yeah, and it did not work, especially when they're taking the camera and panning on the nipples and then panning on the fucking butt. I mean, what the fuck is that shit? I mean, I'm sorry. To me, to this day, Batman, Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton is still the number one Batman movie.
Absolutely.
To me, no matter what.
100%
I
agree.
love that movie. Hayden Christensen
as Anakin Skywalker. Horrible.
No, I disagree. I disagree. I'm sorry. I disagree. Okay.
Peter should have been on the show if he wanted to play.
Attack of the Clones, he was but he got better in Revenge of the Sith. I was actually, and plus he really did better in the Obi-Wan series. I don't know if you guys are Star Wars fans.
Not a fan.
I haven't watched that one yet.
No, I hear you. It's all good. But I'm sorry. Wherever was that, Pete Anthony? I guess I saw
Peter Anthony.
Yeah, I disagree on that. I thought Hayden Christensen did better as he was in the role. So, but I guess my second one. Now, this one I'm really curious about. Michael Caine in Jaws 4: The Revenge.
You know, I almost picked Michael Caine, dude. I swear to God, I was like, oh no, I can't do it.
And it wasn't even for his acting. It was the fact that he even picked that role for that movie, because that movie is also god shit awful. I mean, Jaws 4: The Revenge is so fucking bad. My wife, Sammy, is a huge Jaws fan. She still loves all four of the movies, but she will even say to this day that movie is fucking dog shit. But
oh yes,
Michael Caine being the actor that he is, I mean, you see the movies, he's an Oscar winner and everything else. Why the fuck is he in that movie? Just to buy a fucking house. That's why you did that movie, to get a house.
Why did they make Jaws 4? Like, I just...
They needed something to... they wanted a cash grab. They thought that was going to be good, and it didn't get,
It just didn't work out.
Nope.
I hate that movie. I mean, I like Jaws 2 and Jaws 1. Jaws 3 and Jaws 4.
1 and 2, that's what...
Yeah, the third one should never have been... Yeah, 3 and 4 should never have been...
Yeah.
Peter, I agree with you on that one.
Brandon Routh's Superman Returns.
I do.
You know what?
I think that
he looked it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
No.
I thought he looked it.
Yeah.
For the role, but I like Henry Cavill a whole lot better. I thought but nobody's going to touch Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve is Batman.
Christopher Reeve is Batman.
Superman. I'm getting my mind.
Superman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve is Superman, but Brandon Routh was okay casting, but Henry Cavill, I think, did a whole shitload better than
storyline for Superman. And that Superman was shitty as it was.
It was very slow. It was a slow burn for a Superman movie, and it didn't have as much action as a Superman movie should. But then people complained that Man of Steel had too much action and not enough story. So
I think Man of Steel did a great job. They did a great job with that story. I'll never say that one's bad. And I agree with you. Christopher Reeve will always be Superman, just like Batman is. To everybody, they have their own special Batman. Like some have some people like, I know Brian's going to hate this one. Some people like the new one.
Absolutely fucking not.
Pattinson?
I know.
No, Pattinson, absolutely fucking not.
Oh, I'm not saying that he did a decent job for what he was. That movie was good. I liked it.
Yeah, myself. No, I enjoyed the Batman. To me, I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but I still think the second best Batman next to Michael Keaton is Ben Affleck. I enjoyed Ben Affleck's Batman. Because I'm sorry.
I feel like it was because there wasn't enough Ben Affleck in the movie, maybe.
There wasn't. Zack Snyder, there was a lot more of it, but the thing is, he did great. I thought he did a really well Batman.
Yeah. He did a better job than what I thought he was going to. And he looked the part more than what most of them, Val Kilmer, that was one that I wasn't too thrilled with for Batman choice anyways, because he was blonde for one. Like my daughter, she don't like she don't like the Dark Knight series because
Christian Bale.
Yep.
No, Christian Bale did it. He nailed it.
One part he nailed Bruce Wayne. He did not nail Batman.
No, he nailed
exactly.
He nailed the Bruce Wayne part, but no, I think there was sections in those Batman films that he did nail, because that raspiness that he has, that grunt when he's talking to
in the lift. He has a lisp too.
Listen.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest wrestlers that we watch have lisp. But
no, I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, for Batman, I don't think Batman should have a lisp. Just that.
All right, so don't focus on his close-up. Focus on that raspiness. Just focus on.
I thought it was too much.
You think so?
Yes, that's what I liked about Ben Affleck's, because he had almost like a something to change his voice, so it seemed better that way. I enjoyed that.
It's
yeah, no, I like Bale because I felt like he was more pissed off.
Yeah, no, I can.
That's why I liked him as Batman. That's why, you know, Michael Keaton to me is always going to be Batman.
Yes,
especially when he turns around and says, "I'm Batman."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's going to fucking be Batman.
Let's get nuts. I love that all the way. But the thing about Christian Bale, he's not a bad Batman, but he's not my Batman. He's not the best. I go for Michael Keaton and then Ben Affleck, and Pattinson has his ups and downs. I'm really curious what the second movie is going to be like.
Yes,
I was so bored that I didn't watch it, dude. I
told him to go. I told him to go.
Point where the mask came on, and I was like, I'm done. I'm over.
I told him to go give it another shot, because he didn't give it all away. Because yes, the first half hour is a little slow burn.
Yeah.
But then after that, it picks up, and it's really good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to tell you that's my opinion, but you know, some people like movies that that I don't, and I like movies that other people don't, and you know, I listen to their opinion, but you know what, their opinion's their opinion, not mine.
Right.
All right, let's get back to our game, boys. Ron, you are on your third pick, sir.
All right. This one is going to be interesting. It's a horrible movie too. Also, I picked horrible movies with these actors too, but this is a really bad one for me. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. See, I'm horrible with words.
That's the newest one, right?
Yeah. No. That's the second one in the series.
Oh, okay.
James Remar played Lord Raiden, and it was shit awful. See,
okay. Yes, that whole movie was awful.
Yes,
not just him, the whole movie.
That's what I mean. That's what I said about top 30. I had over 30 picks.
You had 30 picks, yeah.
I think I even had more than that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's even more than that. But
I thought you were bringing the whole cast on when Mark told me he's got 30 picks. I was like, is everybody on the show now? What the fuck is happening?
You got to wide to see. Like I said, when we do our ranking episodes, there's sometimes where you have a ranking and you have like 15 or 20, and like, God damn it, you got to bring it down to 5. It's like trying to pick those 5 to be in the list.
Oh no, I know. We kind of tossed it back and forth. Like I said, you know, I talked to some of the guys at work when I picked mine, and I was like, guys, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then they were telling, oh, you shouldn't pick that person. I'm like, I'm picking bigger names because of these movies, and I feel like this is probably why they didn't do well.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so that was your third one.
Fourth one is, this one's a well-known one. I'm just we actually did a episode on this back in Halloween, but it's Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, because he
nice.
He doesn't carry an accent well either.
It's not just the accent; it's just his acting altogether too. I mean, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is great now as John Wick. That's his role.
Oh yeah,
he's redeemed himself. But the fact,
I don't know, as Neo, he was great too, though.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah,
he was even good in Point Break. Point Break, he was good in too.
Point Break, because that was that's the role he was meant for, quite honestly.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Brody.
That's the thing. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, when they were filming that movie, he actually ended with one of his sentences with "dude" by mistake. because he's that type of, hey dude type of guy and everything else, and his acting and his accent, it was just very bad casting. I love that movie. I love Gary Oldman in that movie, but yeah, Keanu Reeves he should have not played that role. They should have picked somebody. I think Johnny Depp was supposed to be in. There was a chance where Johnny Depp was actually to be in the role of Jonathan Harker. I think that would have worked, or something else, but no, it didn't work with Keanu Reeves. And there was a lot of movies in the early 90s that he did not act. I think he was also in Dangerous Liaisons.
Liaison.
Thank you. See, you're helping me out. Hey, he wasn't that bad in Speed. Speed was good.
Emma says Speed.
Yeah, no, Speed. Man,
I think that's how he was supposed to be in Speed, though. I mean, he wasn't. Speed, he wasn't over I don't feel like he was over the top.
He wasn't over the top. I like Speed. I actually do. Now, Speed 2, well, that was a different
Speed
thing.
2 is dog shit.
He wasn't in Speed 2.
Exactly. He looked at the script and said, "Fuck that."
Well, there's chances that he might come back for a Speed 3.
Is it a cruise ship?
No.
No.
I don't know what it's going to be, but
I'm trying to figure out what we're going with here. I mean,
I'm still trying to figure out why she picked for. I think he did great in Speed. I thought he was fun in Speed. I like Jeff Daniels. Dennis Hopper was amazing in that movie as the fucking villain.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and pick my fifth one. Sorry, I ramble. I apologize.
It's okay.
No, actually, hold on. Your fifth one, we're gonna hold off until all of us are done with our four.
Four.
You can pick
Four.
your last one will be it.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
we'll hold it. I think that would be a interesting way of doing it.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Really fun.
All right. My first one, well, it goes along with Batman and Robin, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
You're a son of a bitch. I swear to God, you're a son of a bitch.
I did not like him.
Son of a bitch.
I did not like him.
I picked Mr. Freeze.
I enjoyed him
Mark,
in that. He
son
did
of
it
a
for his kids, so I give him a little bit for that. But he was bad casting for that role.
It was way bad. Terrible.
But it's also Schwarzenegger, so you can't go wrong with Schwarzenegger. Seriously,
I didn't like him in that. But see, I didn't like him in that role because you're used to seeing him in a big or you all suited up in something different to killing people, not the bad guy, not Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Freeze, yes, he's a depends on who you're looking at. He could be a big guy, but nothing like that. And to me, he didn't have the personality for Mr. Freeze.
Right. I can.
And that's why I said that one.
That's a good pick, actually. It's a very good pick. I enjoy him in that. I enjoy him better than George Clooney, but I can agree with you on that pick.
It's because he didn't have nipples in his suit.
And that suit is actually most of the movie is mostly a stuntman. The stuntman's mostly in that suit, from what I read. Arnold Schwarzenegger just did like the
only the close-ups.
Yeah,
only the close-ups.
Everything.
My second pick, and this is Ben Affleck, but it's in Daredevil.
No.
I didn't like him in that role because I didn't see him as that type of person to take that role. I think
that's why they gave him shit for Batman when he was casted as Batman.
Right.
So would you rather him play the Daredevil part in like a Daredevil 2, or do you prefer him now as Batman?
I prefer him as Batman, but I didn't
Batman over Daredevil. I didn't see a big guy or a guy like Ben Affleck as that role. When I think of Daredevil, I look at somebody smaller. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good.
And I thought that the movie itself it wasn't well put together.
It's mediocre at best.
Colin Farrell was fun though as Bullseye.
Yes.
What's your third one?
My number 3, this is a funny one, is Steven Seagal in all his movies.
I was going to say anything that he's in, bro.
All of his movies?
All his movies.
Siege is awesome.
I can't stand him.
Under Siege, just Die Hard.
I picked him.
Agree with Ron. I'll watch Under Siege, dude.
I picked him because I can't stand his acting at all. I think he's wrong. He's just the wrong person to be acting. His face is always the same.
Yeah.
He has nothing to change. It's always the same movies. Always, same facial. No, hell no.
Completely. Apparently, he's also a huge dick in real life.
Yeah, he's also a woman beater.
Yeah,
never met the guy, so I don't.
Yeah, he got in trouble twice for beating his wife.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Under Siege is the only one that I really like of his. So Under Siege is a good movie.
I'm trying to think of the first movie that I ever saw Steven Seagal in, and now I got to go back because I know it was like it was either at the beginning of the 90s or like right at the end of the 80s. Mm-hmm. He was a New York cop or something like that, and his kid got killed. I cannot remember the name of the movie, but I remember he took a pool ball and beat the ever living piss out of somebody and knocked their teeth out in the movie. And I was like, dude, this is a great...
I remember that scene. I don't know what that movie shit. Now
dude, that is on it. To me, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. So I can see that Steven Seagal for you, Mark. Who you got for your number 4?
My number 4, you'll laugh at this one, and that's because I wanted to pick somebody that I know nobody else was going to put, and that's Hulk Hogan.
I thought about that today too. I literally thought about that for
which movie?
The Nanny.
Is it The Nanny that he's in?
Yes.
Is it okay?
He was in a tutu.
Where he babysat and
Yeah, that's the nanny.
Mr. Nanny.
Mr.
Mr.
Nanny.
Nanny.
Yeah, Mr. Nanny. He was in a couple movies in the 90s, Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny. Suburban Commando is a favorite of mine. I mean, a fun childhood.
Yes, that was one's interesting, and it had the new Undertaker in it. You know, he was just the Undertaker at that time, but and then you had
no,
yeah,
okay,
and then you had the only Undertaker I know.
Okay,
and then then you had
what was Zeus in that one too?
No, that was No Holds Barred.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm trying to think of other movies that he was in, but he was in Rocky 3.
Yeah, Rocky 3. He had the little.
But that was Rocky, so he had to be okay in that movie.
Oh, he was great in that movie. That was a fun little scene when Rocky was going against a wrestler.
Yeah, and then he played Thunder Lips in the TV show. What was it with the boat?
Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise. Yeah.
I remember a movie where he
out here in Orlando.
Yeah.
There was a TNT movie that he did, action movie, where he actually had a full head of hair. Like
I remember it's spiked on top and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know what it was called. It was just one of those cheap movies.
No. It wasn't spiked. He had it like a long, like curly hair. Like
shit.
Yeah, like Jason Momoa type of hair type of thing. That's what he had. It was I mean, you could clearly it's a wig, but it was for an action movie on TNT and stuff like that. But sorry, he's always Hollywood Hogan and Hulk Hogan for me. So
you're gonna have to watch it.
Oh, you see, when he was on TV talking and stuff as Hulk Hogan and stuff, that's totally different. Yeah. And his acting wasn't all the best. I mean, even when he was on some of the stuff that he had to do that was, on TV that he had to do was, kind of out there, but
I'd say when it comes to wrestler turned actor or best role ever is Andre the Giant in Princess Bride.
Yes, I agree.
I liked him in that. Here's the thing, man. A lot of people hate on The Rock. I think the dude has it, bro. I mean, The Rock.
He had it.
He had it. Okay, first off, he was in every movie for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
You got tired of seeing him in every movie.
But here's the thing, man. He took Disney movies and fucking turned them some bitches into moneymakers.
He did.
Yeah.
Disney.
Right. But it wasn't. It was off of his. It wasn't just his. It wasn't just about the acting. It was because of his name and how he got out there to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But still, I don't care for some of The Rock's movies. Skyscraper was one of them. I didn't like that one.
What's a good one is The Rundown with Sean William Scott.
Yes. The one of it.
Good.
Yep.
And if it comes to any of his like Disney movies that I actually enjoyed, I actually did not mind. I'll probably get shit for this, but I did not mind Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise was actually fun. It was.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it.
It's good. Mark, watch it. It's actually kind of.
I actually liked this is gonna be funny. I actually liked the Tooth Fairy. That one was pretty funny to me.
You know what's the best one? Believe it or not, Pain and Gain.
Yes.
Oh yeah, where he's the bodybuilder dude with him and Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yes, it felt.
Yeah, that's based on a true story.
Yeah,
which is you could see. Yeah, his acting in that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was a Michael Bay film of all things, and Michael Bay, which was weird. But it felt like to me, I call it the Goodfellas of bodybuilders because the whole narration and the way that it's filmed, it feels like almost like a Goodfellas movie because that's like one of my number one movies of all time. But The Rock's was hilarious, and his acting in that movie was just great. So,
well, Mark, you done picture 4?
No, I haven't. I got. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
did.
Okay,
yes, I did. Never mind.
Yeah, you want to say the last one, right?
Picked the same one that I picked, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
So that's 1.
Stop crying.
So yeah, my number 1 was Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Interesting.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Amy Schumer is my number 2.
And what?
Amy Schumer, anything that she does, obviously, is over the top. But she did a movie with what's the other guy from SNL? He plays a doctor, and he's so funny in it.
John Heder? No.
Yeah. That's who it is. John Heder, right?
I don't know if
Heder.
It might be. I know which one
called,
you're.
It's Trainwreck.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I like that one.
She is terrible.
But I don't really care for her altogether, so I kind of agree with you in that.
I agree with you, but that one wasn't that bad of a movie.
There's another one she did right afterwards. It was called I Feel Pretty. She gets hit on the head, and she's walking around, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm like this supermodel."
Yeah, no, I did not like that one at all.
See, I can't give any opinion because I don't watch her movies. I never. I think Trainwreck is the only movie I've ever seen her in, and not a fan of her all that. But I actually enjoyed the wrestler in that one. As a
John Cena.
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena was hilarious in that movie, in certain, especially in the theaters.
Yeah, the theater scene. Yes.
Yeah, that
the
was.
Theater scene is fantastic.
That shit was kind of funny right there, but I agree with you, Amy. Sure, because I'm not a fan of her also, so I don't watch any of her movies. So
I try to think outside the box. Mark got me on the first one though. Here's another one. Boys, you're gonna hate me on this one though. Nick Cage. Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider.
No, I agree with you.
I don't think that he was.
I don't think he deserved. No,
I agree with you.
Yes, I agree with you.
And the fact that they did 2 movies.
Yeah, and 2 exactly.
Yep.
I think that it was an absolute. I don't know how you got to a part 2 because I don't feel like the first one made enough money. I feel like they spent more money making the flick than they did showing it. You know what I mean?
I think the first one was not even a sequel. I think it was more of another reboot with Nicolas Cage, from what I remember.
There's another one coming now. I don't know if you guys have heard. There's another one in the works.
Yep. Yeah, but not with Nick Cage.
It's not Nick Cage, and Ghost Rider's not even on a motorcycle, which kind of pisses me off.
Then how do you make a fucking Ghost Rider?
Then I'm not going to see it. That's stupid.
It can't be Ghost Rider.
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh
it's
my
coming.
God. They're going to fucking ruin my comics.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait a minute. They already have.
Another great actor, unfortunately, took a role that he probably shouldn't have been in because he reminds me of a comical Hitler in this film, and it's Rocky and Bullwinkle, and it's Robert De Niro.
Oh,
thank you.
That movie was shit altogether.
It was shit, dude.
Hate Robert De Niro. I used to love him with his early 90s with Goodfellas, when he was with Martin Scorsese in Casino. After Casino and Heat, those are his last 2 good movies right there.
Heat was so good, dude.
Yes, that is a great fucking movie. And to see Al Pacino and De Niro sitting in the same room together was great. And then they came out with another movie called Righteous Kill, which was shit awful.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. You remember Righteous Kill? The next one?
Right at the end, it was the son or something like that got killed, or the son killed somebody. And
it's an oldie. It
came out. I remember that one because it was I can't remember who it was, but one of them was the cop, and he was a bad cop, and he found the dad.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm coming to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm coming to shoot you now. Yeah, that was absolutely a fucking god awful movie. I know exactly which movie you're talking about. So
yeah, Robert De Niro. The thing is, I watch because I'm a huge Martin Scorsese fan, and Robert De Niro is going to be in the new movie Killers of the Flower Moon, and he was also in The Irishman, which I enjoyed. It was a slow burn. It's my least favorite of Scorsese, but it was good. But I cannot stand that man. I hate De Niro more than anything. I think he needs to fucking retire, to tell you the truth. But the role that you're picking for Rocky and Bullwinkle,
yeah,
an embarrassing role. Role.
I don't even know why he took that role. I just don't get it.
He's stupid.
Listen, you want to know the best role that he ever had was when he was the news announcer or something like that. He was on SNL, and he's giving the names of the terrorists. And if you have not seen De Niro do this fucking skit on SNL, look it up. He's giving out the names of the terrorists.
I didn't know he was on SNL.
Yes. Yeah, he hosted SNL.
I didn't know that.
It was
it
was late 2000s because it was right after 9/11. Okay. After everything kind of calmed down. And
now I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Look it up, man, because you'll have another respect for him because he doesn't break character at all.
Yeah.
He's like the
okay. I know what you're
something.
Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I remember now.
I've never seen that, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But
do yourself a solid and take a look at that one because it's going to be a good one. I think that you'll really you'll find like that's a role. Like if he would have been if that would have been turned into a movie, he could have carried that role. He could have carried those people.
Yeah.
You know, so
There was anything to me from 95 and low is good for Robert De Niro. Anything from 95 up, not a fan of. But if there's, like I said, from favorite director Scorsese, I'll watch it because it's my favorite director. But I'm still thinking of that Rocky and Bullwinkle with him as.
All right, let's not think about it anymore. Mark, you said we were doing 4. Those were my 4. We're gonna switch, and are we going to?
You did 4 already? I thought you were on your 3rd one.
I did my 4th one, man.
Yeah, because you said George Clooney #1, so it went really quick.
No, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger
Arnold
because Mark had already picked it.
George Clooney.
Right.
Okay, yep. Okay, old age, catching up. All right.
So we're back to Ron. Last one right here, Ron.
All right, so this one is kind of I picked this one, but it's also going to relate to a whole shitload of other movies, and it has to do with Disney. Will Smith as Aladdin, as the genie in Aladdin.
Oh God, yeah.
But it's not just that; it's all the casting choices for other Disney characters for all these live reboots. But that right there offended me because Robin Williams made that fucking role. I loved him as the genie. I grew up. I saw that movie in the theaters when I was a kid. Great fucking movie. And seeing Will Smith play a genie was shit. It was horrible. I did not care for it. Bad casting. I don't even know why they casted Will Smith. I can't stand that motherfucker. But altogether, seriously, that's my 5th pick right there. Will Smith as Aladdin, or as the genie in Aladdin.
Well, there is a little bit of great news. Robert De Niro and Will Smith are getting together to do a movie, and I think it's going to be like Puss in Boots, live action Shrek or something. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh. All right, Mark. Who was your 5th pick, buddy?
Oh, help. Kristen Stewart.
And what movie?
Kristen Stewart from?
It was what one is it? I put too many roles there, but it's the one where she was not Sleeping Beauty. She was what?
Kristen Stewart, Princess Diana?
No.
Kristen Stewart from you're talking about the girl from
Twilight.
Twilight, yes.
Twilight movies, yeah.
But she was in I can't remember the fucking name of the movie now.
Sure, wrote it down, bud.
Normally I do.
Take the shot.
No, fuck you. No, it's it had to do with Snow White and the Huntsman.
She was in that?
I didn't see that one.
Yes.
With what's his name? Shit. What's Thor? Forgot his name. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart was in that?
Yes.
I didn't know she was in that.
Yeah, that because of that movie, she slept with the director, and that's what broke her and Robert Pattinson up.
Interesting. I had no idea.
I wouldn't know that. I would not know. I would not know that neither if it wasn't for my wife.
You know what's actually a good movie that she's in? You ever seen Underwater?
No, that's actually on my list to watch.
It's worth a watch. She actually does a decent job in that role. She actually does a really good job. It's a good little sci-fi underneath the water type of movie. It's actually really well done. So
all right, my last one, boys. It's ready?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
It's Sinbad from Shazam because I know the fucking movie exists. No, it is actually Sinbad, and he did a movie that I kind of wanted to watch because I was like, oh, dude, this is fucking funny as shit. It's got Sinbad in it, and it's called House Guest. And
that wasn't that bad.
Hold on. Dude, listen, he owes the mob money. You know who else he owes money to? Me, because I fucking put myself through that fucking film, and I was like, dude, why? I thought it was going to be really good. I was just let down. But, it's a Sinbad movie, so I guess it should have been rated G.
That's the thing about Sinbad is that a lot of his movie, the best role I've ever seen him in was Jingle All the Way. Even though that movie's stupid, but he was actually funny as that postman.
Yeah.
But, God, what was that movie with the football one that he was in?
Oh, it's not the comebacks.
No, no, it's not the comebacks. Unnecessary.
Yes.
Yeah, that he was good in. He was good in that.
Yeah.
I also remember he had a cameo in Coneheads. Coneheads is a little fun movie that I remember from SNL movies. Yeah. But I could agree with you on that on Sinbad. House Guest was god awful. It was stupid. It was, but it is nostalgic because did you watch when you were a kid?
I watched it when I was I think I was a teenager. I feel like that's what I was. I was like, oh yeah. Go to the video store and brand new Sinbad movies on the shelf. Let's grab this bad boy before anybody else scoops it up because there's only 34 copies of it.
Yeah.
God, I wanted my money back so bad.
Came out like in the early 90s, I believe, or something like that. I remember when Sinbad was like the biggest thing and he was more of the, PGG rated content when it comes to comedy, stuff like that. But he's had some stupid roles and he's had some good roles. And actually, whatever happened to him? Does he even do stand-up still?
No, he's actually he has medical problems. That's all that I know.
Oh, okay.
He's really bad off.
Kind of just disappeared. I just haven't seen anything from him.
He actually to the point where he had to relearn how to walk.
Shazam too. I mean, Kazam. What is it?
Kazam. Yeah. Actually, I had at one time on the list. I had actually Shaq on there.
That's what I was thinking about because I thought Shaq was in Kazam also. Or he was also in Steel.
He was also in Steel, yes.
God, what Shaq should have been an actor, period. I mean,
well, he's funny in small roles, but you put him in a big fuck no.
He was funny in Grown Ups. That's it.
Yes.
He was funny in Grown Ups. That's it.
Small role.
I'm gonna have to admit that I've never seen Grown Ups.
Bro, go watch Grown Ups.
I know, trust me. The chicks over in BAC, Snow even told me that you need they were shocked that I've never seen that movie. And I've seen some scenes from that movie that was hilarious, that looked hilarious, especially with them all pissing in a pool and it turning blue or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely need to watch that movie because it relates to, older fathers, I believe, and stuff like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one is better than the second, a hell of a lot better than the second. But the second one is it's got a bunch of funny stuff in it.
No, that's what it is. I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, because Shaq's not in it until is he in part 1 or is he
part 2?
He's only in part 2.
Yeah, he plays a cop in part 2.
Yeah.
I gotta say this, a great list, guys, on your picks and everything. So I'm still agreeing with you on that fucking Robert De Niro crap.
He's gonna say that all night long, like, yeah, fuck that dog, fucking De Niro shit.
Now I gotta go figure out what the hell what Mark got me into with this Mr. Freeze shit. I swear to God, I told you about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you wrote it down.
No. We were talking. We were talking about our picks at one point in time, and then we were talking at first when we first thought of this topic. We were talking about Batman, and you said Robert Pattinson, and I said no. I said you're wrong. I said there's worse Batmans than that, and you said yeah, and I said George Clooney, and then that's all we had a conversation on that for.
So who's got to take a shot?
I guess I do because I let that idiot go first. All right, boys, hang on. I'll be right back. I'll go get a shot of something. I'll be right back.
I'll take a shot with him just to be nice. Yeah, no, seriously. I seriously, the whole thing about Mr. Freeze, I didn't even think about that because I was thinking about Batman. But, Mr. Freeze, tell you the truth, I would even say Uma Thurman, too. Uma Thurman was
my daughter said you missed somebody off that list. I said who? She goes Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
My daughter and I go through this time and time again. She ranks stuff, like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and she'll rank the movies, all of them, and we have a big discussion on it. And then every once in a while, we even go with the.
I have that. Sorry, I had to interrupt. I have that. That shit's amazing.
All right, we're doing this.
Have you ever had it?
I'm about to open it for the first time.
Oh, that shit is fucking gold. I have a bottle of that in my fridge. It's really good chilled too.
Yeah, it smells good, but I don't know what it's like.
I can't open it.
It's basically like drinking a banana pudding. That's basically what it's
Oh,
like.
dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm coming over, Brian. I'll be there. Oh,
it's pretty damn good.
I can't
You're
open
having a
it.
hard time opening that bottle.
I can't open it.
hey,
I'm that
make sure
weak.
you go turn it left, not right.
I'll be right back.
Go ask your wife to open it.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going.
Oh man. So yeah, no, I'm seriously, those are really good picks. I was shocked that nobody had any. Like, I seriously thought George Clooney would be, because that is such a well-known bad casting decision, in my opinion.
Yes, I was trying to pick people that other people would not have.
But that was the only one I was worried about. The other ones I wasn't worried about, and
Yeah, I have a list of. Don't tell Brian this, but I have a list of about 11 names on here. I wasn't getting the same as somebody else.
He's gonna listen to this, isn't he?
He doesn't listen. Well, some days he. Oh, wait a minute. His wife probably has it on in the living room.
Oh shit! Well, you're fucked now. No, guys, this was. I'm gonna admit this was fun to be a part of the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So what is he's trying to? What is he getting? One of those little can opener or the bottle openers to open? The
I have no idea. He might be having his wife open it. His daughter. Somebody's out there going to open it for him.
Oh man, I know. That moonshine is good, because it's like I said, it's like drinking a banana pudding. It's that good. It's gold, very sweet. Yeah. Which I'm not a big fan of sweet, but I love banana pudding, so it works. So, but is he back?
I'm back. I can't get it. I couldn't get it open. We're gonna go with something a little different.
Oh, you're going with Screwball?
Of course I am.
Oh.
Listen, if I'm gonna punish myself, I'm gonna do it and be happy.
Yeah, that's a punishment right there. That's one of my. That's my original punishment.
Punishment to you, because you get to watch me.
Well, guess what? I'm going to drink some Malort with you, so I'm drinking in solidarity. So, cheers. Oh man, it's been a while since I've had
that's good. It burns a little.
Screwball doesn't burn. It's just too fucking sweet.
I think that's what it is that sweetness, because it gets me like it's right here.
Yeah.
So that's why I like drinking it on the rocks. I'm like, it chills it, So
you like, what kind of whiskey or bourbons do you like? Whiskey or bourbon?
I'm not a fan. I'm a tequila guy.
Oh, another hate that I hate. I hate tequila.
I'm a tequila guy.
When I drink, I would.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mark.
When I used to drink, I couldn't drink vodka.
Couldn't drink vodka?
Yeah. For some reason, it just did not go with me.
I mean, there's so many vodkas with different tastes now. I mean, there's vanilla vodka. There's like birthday cake vodka. I mean, there's
blueberry.
Yeah. So many. Vodka is like the most easiest drink to make in any type of cocktail, because you can put just about anything vodka. Just if you want to just take a fucking Kool-Aid or lemonade, pour some vodka in there, you got alcohol in it. So
yeah, for some reason vodka and me just didn't mix.
Yeah, but you don't like any whiskey or bourbons?
I am no, not a whiskey.
So what is your number one alcohol choice?
Beer.
Just
I'm a beer guy. If I'm drinking something, I'll have Don Julio tequila. I love Don Julio. I found that when I was in California, and I was like, holy shit, this is probably the best tequila. Everybody's like, oh, Patron this and Patron that. I'm like, nah, pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's some Julio. Let's go.
All right.
There was a Don Julio coffee that came out. I fucking absolutely loved it. I tore that shit up.
Coffee brew. See, every Jaeger came out with coffee. Jameson came out with coffee. It's like Kraken. Kraken.
The rum, yeah.
Yeah, it's called coffee roasters or black roast or something like that.
Yeah.
To me, it's got overrated with all these coffee flavors. I'm kind of sick of them. I mean, they're good if Jameson coffee brew. I'll pour a little bit in my black coffee, and that's good like that. But drinking it straight, well, not
a chance.
No,
yeah.
I'm more of a, like I said, whiskey, bourbon. Just that hardcore taste. I love the burn. Vodka is just good for mixing with things and stuff like that. Yeah. And gotta love rum. I love rum. But
I mean, I can get down on some rum, man. I mean, Kraken rum is really good.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have it. It's just a matter of how do I drink it. like the only thing I like to drink straight is quite honestly the tequila, and then I try to drink rum straight. I can do it for probably 2 shots. After that, it's game over.
Yeah.
Third shot, I'm just like, bleh, we're done.
See, I've been saying that with tequila. I hate tequila. I cannot stand that. That also used to be my punishment shot. I've had like multiple punishment shots. It's changed over the time. And then when everybody found out how much I hate watermelon,
it's 99 watermelon for you all the way.
All right. Well, yeah. I didn't tell you on our little wheel here, we have a thing called barrel of punishment.
Yep.
So we have a barrel. I have a half a barrel over there, and in it is a bunch of airplane bottles that guys from the show and the girls from the show just throw different things in there. Crystal hates me so much, she bought like 10 bottles of that 99 watermelon crap. So every single time I pull one out of there, and I got to drink it on the show fully and everything else. I hate that.
You have to go and buy more stuff to put on the top.
Oh no, trust me, I bought some interesting stuff in the barrel. There's some hot spicy stuff because I'm a big fan of spicy.
Okay.
Some of the guys aren't. Even in our Bram Stoker's Dracula show, we actually, the gummy bears that are like 1,000 jalapenos or something like that. They're like the gummy bear challenge. It's like pure like hot. So me and Ragnar both took half of it and ate it. Dude, I felt like I had the worst heartburn. It felt like my chest was on fire. It was so hot. But I still enjoyed it because I like spicy stuff. So
cool. Well, listen, we typically do an hour and whatever on the show. But before we get off of here, before we let you go completely, a couple of things I want you to do is shout out your podcast, your wife. Are you married?
Yeah. Sammy is the host of Barrel Aged Chicks.
Of Barrel Aged Chicks. Okay. So make sure you shout out where they can find you, where they can listen to you guys at. And then before you get all the way off of here, or if you get off of here, make sure you text Mark and I your address so that I can send you Marker 48 Kool-Aid.
I will do that, and I will do a shout out to you guys on the show for that.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
yeah, definitely. Okay. You can find us just about anywhere. We're on every single platform out there. Apple and Spotify, Google Pods, just about everything out there. We have Instagram. We have a Facebook and a Twitter, but Facebook, Twitter, I'm not as much as on. I mainly post all the stuff on Instagram. It shows all of our pictures of the drinks that we take and all the movies. It gives you all the upcoming movies that we're doing and stuff like that. So you can find us on Instagram as Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. And also, like I said, on Apple and Spotify, and also Barrel Age Chicks. Same for them. Barrel Age Chicks on Instagram. And like I said, they're just as good as the show as ours. I love the fact that they started a show like it's nice to have it's what they call it, the girls' perspective on movies and stuff like that. But we have so much fun just talking about movies, shooting the shit, punishing each other, puking, having fun. I mean, all kinds of great fun on our shows. And like I said, I have I'm going to go ahead and, if you don't mind me promoting it.
Go ahead.
It's Christmas, but we are doing a radio play for Bad Santa, where we have actually acted all the roles and doing the complete movie in audio form with sound effects, music, and everything. Bad Santa, and I already got about 30% done, and it's pretty fucking funny. I'm really happy with it. So that's gonna be coming out. I can't wait for that. Today. Yeah, we're already we're recording every week. It's basically almost like a year in the making. So
that's perfect, man.
We got plenty of other shows coming up here soon. We got like I said, Black and White series. We got Inglourious Bastards. We got the Indiana Jones Legacy, where we're going to review all the Indiana Jones movie in one episode. We're doing the John Wick Legacy. Shit, we got so many.
That's going to be a good show.
We're recording that next week, actually. Next week we're recording that.
Next week.
Yep, that's
call me.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I still got to watch that.
Oh, you haven't?
You better get on it. You have not watched John Wick? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, you haven't watched some of the movies I told you about, so I don't want to hear it.
First of all, when somebody kills the man's dog, we got to say
yeah, that sucks. Trust me, the first movie. I'm not gonna lie. That's
no. I actually I have it already ready to play. It's on my my list of next movies to start.
Well, John Wick 4 just came out digitally today, so it's out to watch. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, we have a lot of great episodes. We're even doing one on Team America: World Police. If you all remember that movie.
Oh God, yes. That's Matt Parker and Trey.
Yep, Trey. South Park.
Yep.
Matt and Trey.
Yep.
You know, one of those guys is from here, right, Mark? You know that, right?
Are you sure?
Have you watched? Yeah, they have family that live here, or they're from.
They've mentioned Citrus County a lot.
Yeah, if you go and watch a couple of their episodes, man, they mentioned Citrus County, which is we're a small little teeny tiny town on the map. You can't hardly find us a lot of times. And Cartman did an episode where he stole votes from Citrus County.
No
Right.
shit.
Yeah. There's
I'm gonna
another
have
episode
yeah.
where they talk about the cable company, and the cable company is like, "Oh, you're gonna go to another cable company? Oh, that's too bad." that was actually based on our cable company here. That was back in the day. It was Bright House, and I think they called it Bright Smiles on their show.
No, yeah, Bright Smiles. Yeah,
Something like that.
and that's because we only have one cable company here. We don't have any others.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Are you guys big fans of South Park?
I love South Park.
We did an
I used
episode
to.
on South Park the movie. That's actually one of our biggest downloads. Actually, you should check.
My daughter gets me to watch like the special episodes or the movie and stuff like that. I haven't really watched them in like 10 years. So.
My favorite episode still to this day is the Halloween episode Pink Eye. You remember
Yes.
that one?
Yes.
That one was great. I fucking love that one. And that's an oldie. I think that was the first season and stuff like that. And I know South Park's been on for like 15, 16, or 20 years. I don't know how long it's been
20
on.
years.
Yeah,
20
it's
years.
been on a
20 years.
long time.
And people talk about it in our show all the time. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't watch. I don't have time to watch TV shows anymore. So,
dude, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. So they made another movie besides the South Park movies called Basketball.
oh, I've seen that.
Man, that shit was fucking hysterical. I
watched
loved
that in the theaters.
There's another
when
one
that came
too.
out.
Orgasmo.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I didn't know that was their movie.
That was their movie. Yeah, it was actually
shit.
NC-17 when it came out too, because it's crude and everything else. But Orgasmo.
Orgasmo. I remember that one.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I did not even know that. Okay.
So,
Yeah, but Basketball is a great fucking movie. That's
I'd
hilarious.
love to get either Trey and Matt on the show or whatever, dude, because I think that those guys would absolutely ham it up.
Oh, they're hilarious.
Absolutely. Yeah. If anybody knows their phone number, give it to me. I'm gonna call.
Call their agents.
Ron, we really appreciate you coming on. Is there anything else before we let you go? Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. And I just want to give a lot of support to the Deluxe Edition Network. I think the Deluxe Edition Network is a great network, a great family of podcasts to all listen to, different genres. You got crime, you got movies, you got comedy, you got pop culture, you got just about everything. You got talking shit. I mean, seriously. And seriously, check out the Deluxe Edition Network. That's all I got to say. It's a great family. So,
hey, we got those. We got that award show coming up soon too.
yeah, I think Casey and they're having an episode here finding out who the winners are. So I'm really curious who's going to win.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be you guys. I'm just letting you know. I know how to get to Virginia, and I'm coming to steal the belt.
I don't know. I have no idea. I hope we are, but I think there's a lot of other podcasts out there that are really good. So we'll have to just see. I'm really curious to see what was your category?
Our category
MILFs.
was MILFs.
Oh,
In
the top
movies.
5 MILFs?
Yeah.
What was in your list again? I'm curious. You remember?
So our list. So my 2 picks out of those were
Jennifer
Wolf on
Aniston.
Wall Street, which was
Margot Robbie. Oh,
Margot
God.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston from We Are the Millers.
Yep.
Mark's picks were
I picked the Stifler's mom.
the original MILF.
Fuck yeah.
Beverly D'Angelo from
Beverly D'Angelo from
Vacation.
National Lampoons.
Vacation.
Yep.
And then the last one was
the chick from This Is 40.
Yeah, this 40.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember her name,
She's
but I know who you're
married to
talking
the
about.
director dude. What's her name?
Yeah.
God.
Judd Apatow.
No,
Yeah, she's married to-
yeah.
Yeah, she's married to Jennifer.
Leslie Mann.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I'd pick I think when I picked the list, I think it was Margot Robbie that I picked.
That's exactly who I picked. I said, I'm telling you,
Every time-
watch The Wolf on Wall Street, and she's
Oh yeah,
talking about-
there's a reason why she got She's fucking hot.
She's smoking hot, seriously. She and every role she's been in, she's really good. She was also good as Harley Quinn. I think she's great.
Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
she did good.
She's really good.
She did really good.
So,
but seriously,
Once again-
thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
hey, we appreciate
No
you
problem.
coming on, and make sure you text Mark and I your address so I can get you some Market 48.
Awesome. Like I said, when you send it over here, we'll review it on the show. We'll probably do it on a tasting room, and we'll give you a shout out.
Hey, whether you like it or hate it, I want to know your honest opinion.
I will definitely try it. I will never say no to alcohol.
Excellent.
That's the way I used to be.
Ron, thank you so much, and we will catch you on the flip, sir.
All right, brothers. Talk to you all later.
Later.
Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ron. Just one part of his show, Barrel Age Flicks, and you can find those guys over on the Deluxe Edition Network as well. Guys, I'm telling you, I've driven down the road listening to this podcast, and I absolutely love it. So stand by; they're getting ready to do more stuff, and it's going to be great. Aside from those guys, you got the Barrel Age chicks, the wives. I've listened to one.
I gotta listen to them.
One, the one, and they do the what is it? Oh my God, help me out here.
Fuck, kill.
Yeah, and Mary.
Yeah, fuck, kill there.
FMK. Yeah. Lots of great shows over there. Real Drunks, Horsing Around, Steven Jarvis and Friends. The Deluxe Edition Network has their own show over there, so make sure you get a chance to go and check those guys out as well. And Mark's new favorite, and mine, not gonna lie,
The Broken System,
System.
Podcast. It's a great one. I mean, once you listen to one, you're like, okay, let's get this going. I want to keep listening, and you're like, damn it, I gotta wait till next week.
And these guys, everybody's doing their shows a lot different than we are. We do stuff a little bit different because we like to go live. We get, a couple hours to hang out together, Mark and I, and, it kind of it brings us back to our childhood, I think. And it's too bad Mark doesn't drink anymore. We'd go out to the power lines, and then I try to climb on top of them. And
Oh, well, wait. Don't.
Not like that. Not like that.
Oh my God, that just didn't sound
Do
right.
you remember that? Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember my face going
I was
in the dirt.
guys. I was so drunk, and Mark was in front of me, and I said piggyback ride, and I just ran and jumped on his back, and he went face first into the dirt. It was stupid
And
funny.
he didn't even give me much time. He just boom.
Bro, you don't need time when you're drunk. You need sobriety.
Yeah, I did.
You
I
need
needed.
sobriety.
Yeah, that's why I had to get sober for the last 16 years.
And good
Well,
for you, man.
Soon be
Good
16.
for you. Good for you. There's nothing wrong with being sober. Good for you.
It's boring sometimes, but anyways, all right. Now we're gonna do something different. On Thursday's show, we're gonna have an open forum again. Anybody and everybody can come on. And you would be on just with us, just like this, so just like how Ron was. And you could come in there, you could talk. We're going to give you 5 minutes. But anybody in that, from Thursday to next Thursday, that signs up for us, for our YouTube channel, and can get us to where we need. First off, anybody that signs up on Thursday until the next Thursday, whoever signs up will be entered into a drawing, and the drawing is going to start out at $50. Now, if we can make the 1,000 subscribers by next Thursday, we only need 200 and a little over 200, 300. I will say 300 subscribers. If we can get that in 1 week,
Mark wants to give away some of his money.
yeah, the drawing will be of $100. Otherwise, we're going to go with 50.
Or
No,
Mark
we
will
can't.
let you pick a toy from
Oh,
the
fuck
shelf.
you. No, fuck you.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Mark.
Or we scare everybody and say Brian's going to do a a lap dance over there.
I'll come to your house and give you a free lap dance.
No, fuck. Yeah,
Only
he'll go to your house and we'll give you a free lap. No, we want the subscribers. Come on.
Mark, what do you got coming up in the future, bud, for us?
The hell if I know.
We'll get back to it and we'll talk to you.
Yeah, well, we have nobody scheduled right now. June's getting
Hey,
ready
guys,
to
if you
start.
want to be on the show, reach out to us and let us know that you want to be on the show.
We'll even do boring people at this point. Oh.
So we're just going to talk to each other?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, guys.
It is talking shit, so.
From us here at Talking Shit, get over to the Deluxe Edition Network and check out the 2 podcasts of the month, which are
Horsing Around and The Real Drunks.
as well as your favorite Talking Shit. Check out those guys over there at Barrel Age Flicks, the girls at Barrel Age Chicks. You have just a ton of extra stuff, dude.
The Broken System, Flitz movies, shows, and shit. I can't. Why do I keep
13? Because he needs to go back to Talking Flet.
Yeah, no, Stephen Jarvis Deluxe Edition. There's like 20 different ones out there, so I mean we're never going to get them all.
One is the History I'd Like to Fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her on the show too.
He likes listening to people talk about adult sex.
I'll come on the vibrator. You can see it.
History of the Vibrator.
It is an awesome show.
From us here at Talking Shit, we want to wish you a good night. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Good night, everyone.